Hi guys, we went ahead and worked with some horizontal and vertical bar graphs today. I'm going to go ahead and go over some problems. This is the title of the bar graph. It's spring trip. These are labels. So this is driver and this is miles driven. So these are the labels. This is the title. So all bar graphs have a title. They have labels and then they go by a certain interval number here. It looks like they are counting by 50s because the largest number is 400, or the largest one here is actually 350. Okay, so they are counting by 50s. And there's some keywords, and we're going to use some comparison bars to when we're trying to compare two or more people in this case. And it says how many more miles. So how many more means that I'm going to be subtracting. It says how many more miles did Aaron and Barbara combined drive than Jing? Okay, so here it tells us that Aaron and Barbara drove more all together. Okay, so I'm going to draw a long bar here. Part of it's going to be Aaron's, and then part of it's going to be Barbara's. And we know this is longer than Jing. So I'm going to go ahead and draw Jing's bar, maybe something like that. Okay, I just know it's shorter than Aaron and Barbara's. Okay, if I look up here at Aaron's, I'm going to follow the bar all the way to the end here, and I'm going to go down, and that's going to be 300. Okay, then I'm going to find Barbara's. I'm going to go, this is the green bar, it goes all the way to the end here, which is 200. So I know that Aaron and Barbara together, all together, combined, they drove 500. Because that's 300 plus 200 to give me 500. Jing, well, let's see. I'm going to follow the pink bar. I'm going to go all the way to the end here, go down. He drove 350. So I want to know how much more. How much more did Aaron and Barbara drive? Okay, so this is going to be 500. I'm going to have to subtract the 350, okay, to get how much more that they went. Another one here was how many more? Again, how many more? How many more miles did Shahid and Aaron? Okay, well, we know Shahid and Aaron drove more now. So I'm going to make a long bar here. Part of it's going to be Shahid's. So I'll put S for Shahid. Part of it's going to be Aaron's. Okay, and combined, they drove more than Barbara. So Barbara's comparison bar is just going to be shorter. Once again, we're trying to find how much more that they drove. Okay, so Shahid drove 250. It's the orangish reddish bar there. So I'm going to go ahead and write 250. Aaron drove, let's see, 300 miles. Okay, so that gives me a total 300 plus 200. That's a 300s and 200s. It's going to be 500. And then we have 50 more. So 550 altogether for those two. And then Barbara, once again, she drove 200. So to find the difference here, I'm going to go 550. I'm going to subtract Barbara's, and Barbara was 200. And that's going to give me the difference. Okay, and then let's see, I'll go ahead and choose one on the back here. I'll choose number 9. It says how many cans of beans and peaches are there altogether? So once again, here's the title, and then there's a label here and a label here for my bar graph. And I'm going to find the beans, and beans is between 500 and 600. Okay, so the number between the number that's right in the middle of two separate hundreds would be 50. In this case, it's going to be 550. So I'm going to go 550, and then it says peaches. Well, peaches goes up to 300 all the way. The pink line bar goes all the way to 300. So I'm going to add those two up to find out how much all together. And a tricky one here was how many fewer. This is the same as like how much more. How many fewer cans of peaches are there than peas and beans combined? Okay, so fewer peaches. So I'm going to draw a shorter bar for the peaches. And it says peas and beans combined. Okay, so I'm going to draw a longer one here. Now let's see, maybe there's peas here. And then there's beans over here. So I'm going to find peaches first. Peaches, well, there are 300 peaches. And for peas, I'm going to go ahead and look up here. It's the green bar. So that's going to be 400. And then I'm going to find the beans. Well, we already established that between 500 and 600 is 550. So I'm going to have to add up the 400 and the 550. And I know 500s plus 400s is going to be 900. Okay, and then we look at our tens, we only have 5 tens left. So that's going to be 950. And so we're going to have to put 950, and we're going to have to subtract the 300 to get the difference between those two. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful, and let me know if you guys have any questions.